We've been running a literature festival in Lancaster since 1978. It's just built and built really. When I came in, the intention was to broaden from just being a literature festival organisation to being a literature festival which also ran development projects. So we began working with reading groups and to develop writing and PRISM programs and all sorts of work. And then we've now included publishing books and developing a lot of other kinds of programs as well. So we do a really broad range of work, but the highlight, the bit that people see, the bit that people can recognise us for, is Litfest, is the literary festival at the end of October usually in the year.
It was a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility, and trying to keep track of the budget as well and be aware that we don't have much money. It was quite a challenge to because it's the first time I've done something of this scale, and I had lots of ideas and I wanted to do everything ever that I could imagine. So it was trying to find what I could do within the possibilities that the budget allowed, but without making it too plain and boring.
What I really loved this year was the diversity of venues, which was something that happened that was kind of out of our control, but it ended up being a positive as well, in the sense that we were in these different locations, and that was quite exciting. And just the range of events that Nikki got. I mean, to pack so much into 5 days, and she did, you know, had lots of readings in shops and on the street. I came in and did the Sunday before the festival, and we had these teenagers who were doing street performances that were like potted versions of Celia Reese's book, Witch Child. And that was brilliant. It was kind of, she took the festival off in exciting new ways, I think. She did a brilliant job with it. So.
Then, over the waves, you could see a great rubbery bulk of a body burst through the skin of the water. A spray from a blowhole. A whale!
I think some of my favourites this year were some of the ones that were very new types of events, and they brought in different art forms. So we had on the Monday night, one of the pre-festival gigs was in conjunction with an organisation called Totally Wired, and I've not really done music in the festival at all. Similarly, on the Thursday night we did the More Music Songwriters Circle, that was a lovely event.
I really enjoyed, I took my 5-year-old son to the Guy Parker Rees Picture Masterclass. He illustrated Dress Can't Dance, and his talk was about that, and he read the story, and then the kids did some painting, and he got the little giraffe out to do a dance. So it was just a really nice event for children.
My favourite event this year was our own Claire Massey reading The Stone King up at the park, at Williamson's Park, on Sunday morning to an audience of about 30 adults and children.
It was such a beautiful morning. We had a really good audience, and sort of walking around the park and having them all follow me around the park and stop in all these different locations. It just felt really magical. I felt a bit like the Pied Piper though, because I had this kind of trail of children following after me and trying to peer into my book. I'd kind of stuck the story into an old book so it looked more like a magical object. And all these kids kept running up saying, "What happens next? What's the ending?" Trying to look into the book. So it was really good fun.
Some of the things that Nikki brought to the festival that I wouldn't have thought of doing, things like, you know, having events in Sainsbury's.
Litfest is really important, especially to Lancaster, and I hope that we find a way to make it to the 35th Literature Festival, because after it's been running for so long, and I now see that there is a lot of support there for Litfest, I think Lancaster would be a bit of a sadder place without the Literature Festival. So I really hope that we're able to make it to the 35th Festival.